koutou, kua hui hui mai nei I tēnei rā e mihi ana ki ngā whānau me ngā kaiako o te kura arahui. Ko Leanne Castle tōku ingoa.
Ko Kahu tōku ingoa.
Ko te ara tōku ingoa.
And we are the Castle Lee whānau. As you all know, it's Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, and we're going to teach you a few things. Well, these guys are going to teach you a few things, or a few words, kupuho, for you to learn at home with your families. Before we do, we need to do our karakia. Me noi tātou. Manawa mai te Māori nuku. Manawa mai te Māori rangi. Ko te Māori kai au, he Māori te pua. Ka pakaru mai I te pō. Tau mai te Māori, hau mi e, hui e, tai ki e. Couple of special people we need to mention in this video.
Happy birthday to Zoe and Ira.
Happy birthday to Megan and Yana.
Ngā mihi kia koutou, rā whānau kia koutou. Have a wonderful day. So before we end our little video with you guys, we'd like to teach you two things, or two little phrases. They're especially really good for the Star Wars people out there. If you like Star Wars, get your tongue around these guys. First one, turo Hawaii. Turo
Turo
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Turo Hawaii.
Turo Hawaii.
And in a nutshell, that means, may the force be with you. Now, the second one we'd like to teach you is koe nā te huarahi. Koe nā
Koina
te huarahi.
te huarahi.
Koe nā te huarahi.
Koina te huarahi.
And in a nutshell, that one actually means this is the way. As the Mandalorian? Yeah, the Mandalorian says, koe nā te huarahi. This is the way. Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Be safe and well in your bubbles. Look after one another and do some homework, guys. Ka kite.
Ko te reo Māori e ngunguru nei, au e ha. Kia ora koutou, te whānau o Arahoe. Nei te mihi ki ngā mana, ngā reo, ngā hau e whā. Ko whai a Lois a hau. He uri no ngā puhi, no raukawa ki te kaukaro pā te tere, no te arawa waka hoki. Welcome to Māori Language Week. And I've got a cool story to share with you. The first time Māori Language Week, Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, was ever held in Aotearoa, I was a 5-year-old starting my school year at Arahoe Primary, that's right. And I actually have fond memories. If it wasn't for Te Reo Māori, and I'm thankful to it for this, it gave me a sense of my language and my culture by learning colours and numbers and songs. And I didn't realise that Māori had a language and a culture. All I knew was that I was Māori. And that's most probably what happened to many, many whānau around the place. They don't really realise what it means to be Māori and that there is something special and unique that Māori have. So I want to talk to you really quickly about my ancestors. I have my photos up there, and Māori language has come a long way, but it's got a long, long way to go. So my nan and koro, my koe, my nana and nana pop, they were early 1900s, native speakers, and my nan grew up on her tribal lands in South Waikato, and together with my koro, they married and brought their children up on her tribal lands. So my mum was born 1933, and she went to school and was forbidden to speak her Māori language at school, so that experience taught her when she was to have her own family, eventually her own whānau, which is me. There are 9 of us, I'm the youngest. She never thought to speak Māori to us or to share the cultural heritage that is us, with us at that time. So I'm thankful to the Māori Language Week because it let me know there's another side to me. So I've been on a lifelong journey to try and learn my language and also about my culture and heritage. So there are many, many, many Māori out there who, just like me, grew up not knowing much about their culture. But I'm very thankful to stand before you today and be able to Say, I am a second language speaker of te reo, not a native speaker, but a second language speaker. And I understand the trials and tribulations and how hard it can be to learn a language, let alone try and pursue something that has been denied from you or to you. Because, as we all know, language and culture are integral to who you are, what your identity is, and where you are from. So we need your help to make te reo strong, which is the theme of the Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, is kia kaha te reo Māori. So anything that you can learn in te reo Māori and use it confidently out there, it lets other people know, hey, if they can say that, then I can say that too. So that's what we're all about, is to kia kaha te reo Māori, make it strong by sharing it and by using it. And it's so cool because when you learn the language, you get to learn and understand the history of the place names and the rivers and the mountains, how they got that name. Have you ever wondered, why is that mountain called Taranaki? Why is it called a male mountain? How come there's some female mountains? So there's some cool stories there that you might be interested in finding and learning about. Which brings me to why, for me, Māori language is so important. Besides learning about who I am as a person, it means that I can better understand the traditions and the histories and stories of my ancestors, my tupuna, and then I can try my best to live them out today, trying my hardest. But what it means is that I can pass this information and transmit it and share it for my children and my children's children. That's my tamariki and mokopuna. And you know what's so cool too? Is that if I have people come to ask me, I can share what I know to help them on their journey of learning about the heritage of our country. So how can you help, you say? That's a good question. Good pātai. Anything that you can do to learn about the language, to use it and to share it is so helpful, because it lets other people know that it's cool to kōrero, it's cool to speak the language. And I've got something for you to take away if you'd like to learn this. It's so cool. Okay, there are two official languages in Aotearoa. It's New Zealand Sign Language and Te Reo Māori. And Stephanie Awhito is one of our leading sign language communicators of Te Reo. And the Te Reo sound language is a little bit different to English sign language, but it's all good about learning. And I'm going to share a couple with you, or three with you today. So one is, we all know the mihi or the greeting, kia ora. It goes like this, kia ora, and it's from your heart, kia ora. Another one is whānau, which is family, and that's important to each and every one of us, whānau. And the last one cool is Aotearoa, which means New Zealand. Can you see the Te Ika-a-Maui North Island and Te Waipounamu South Island? So those are three things you can take away that it's my pleasure to share with you today. Keep enjoying Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, and kia kaha Te Reo Māori. Ka kite.